Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GSL. I am Tasus, with me is Artosis. We are the casting Archon, and we have a very exciting series today. We have Boxer against HopeTorture.
Yes, we do, and it's not Boxer, not Slayer's Boxer, it's
not Slayer's
fake Boxer,
fake Boxer, Boxer.
And he is a really great player. This is actually one of the hardest matches to predict, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's 50-50.
Yeah, you know, I haven't seen Foxer TVT. I've seen HopeTorture do it. He's great at it. Really sticks to one strategy.
Yes, that's true.
But Foxer seems like this. His style is so exciting. I kind of am rooting for him, but I don't know. It's very hard to predict. It's a best of 7, though, so the best player is certainly going to win.
Oh, yeah. We got a ton of interesting maps, which we're going to get to in a little bit here. But first, thank you to our sponsors at Sony Ericsson. Thank you, Blizzard. Your game kicks ass. And thank you, people who are tuning in, supporting esports, supporting GOMTV, supporting Starcraft 2. We love you.
We do.
We do.
Yes.
It's out there. Can't hide my feelings.
Absolutely.
No, can't do it.
All right. Well, you know, we have another semifinal tomorrow.
Right.
It was weird not casting yesterday, by the way. Just like a...
I know. We had a day off.
Yeah, we casted like 30 days
It felt kind of weird, like not casting a game. I was like, I feel like I'm supposed to be doing something.
I know, right? But anyways,
we missed you guys. We're back, though.
Tomorrow we're going to have Slayer's Boxer.
The Emperor.
Wow, going up against Nesty. So an awesome ZVT match. I'm sure it'll be completely packed then. Right now, good number of people here.
Yeah. Not as many, of course, as Slayer's Boxer against OGS Nada, but certainly a considerable amount.
And, well, this match, it's going to be pretty exciting.
Yeah.
HopeTorture, of course, from ST. I believe, isn't Foxer on Prime now? I think so.
I don't know that, but
I might be wrong. That's okay.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's it. I do know Nesty. Someone Twittered me and told me he was on Incredible Miracle. So.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, these guys are joining teams so quickly and stuff.
Boxer, I read
our
on
stat
Team Liquid.
sheets aren't being updated on time, I guess.
I read about Boxer on Team Liquid, by the way, Slayer's Boxer, that he is actually going to be getting a personal sponsorship with a ridiculous amount of money. So it seems like everyone's going to have a team, even if it's a one-man team.
That's very true. It's getting very exciting. Now, let's take a look at the semifinals here. We have Boxer, nicknamed Boxer, against HopeTorture, who was formerly known as Into the Rainbow. Tomorrow, we're going to have Slayer's Boxer, the Emperor himself, against Nesty, who, when he played StarCraft 1, very old-school player, he was known as Zergbong.
Yeah, that's right. And both of these actually very exciting. I really don't know who's going to win both of them. Slayer's Boxer against Nesty, I think everyone is really looking forward to that. But this one actually is more exciting in a way. HopeTorture looking for a repeat top 2.
Yeah.
Which is actually amazing. This guy is solid as hell to make it all the way back here. It's actually so impressive. He has actually beaten some really good players too. Flint Zenith, who took out Kisu, a.k.a. Tester, before the tournament even began in the qualification rounds. Took out PP Jung, who's pretty good. Took out Check. And then took out Next Genius.
That's a big one there.
3-1.
The BlizzCon champion.
Yeah, that's so impressive.
And he was quite confident he was going to make it all the way to the finals and win the whole thing.
Yeah.
Taking out the last Protoss in the tournament. Similar to Season 1, where we only had one Zerg this time. The final 8 of Season 2, we only had one Protoss. But that Protoss, he was no fruit dealer. Not able to make it through to the finals.
No, that's right. And wasn't the top 4 last year? I mean, last month in the GSL #1, it was 3 Terrans and a Zerg, and here we are again, 3 Terrans and a Zerg.
Kind of funny.
Yeah, those Protosses need to pick it up, man.
Do this, Protoss. Come on.
Yeah.
Want to see some more Protosses out there?
Well, it's going to be a best of 7. So, as I said, you know, that's really, it becomes so much the best player is going to win, and you also get very tired towards the end. So, a really smart player, if you've lost in one of the earlier games, you leave instead of drawing it out. That's something really smart players do in something like a best of 7. But I think Foxer has actually never played a best of 7 because I think he said that was his first best of 5 he's ever played.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, this guy was not like a championship material player in StarCraft 1. So he's getting used to this new, you know, best of X, huge amount of games type of thing. And, well, a best of 7, I can't wait to see how he does in it. I hope someone gave him some good advice, like, leave if you're going to lose, because otherwise you're going to be so tired by the end, it's not going to be a good thing.
You know, another thing to keep in mind, I want to echo something you said because I think it's very important. This is going to be a lot about stamina. Terran versus Terran, historically, very long as far as matchups go. So you want to have a lot of stamina. You want to be able to stay on top of it. You don't want to win the first 3 and then get tired and lose the next 4.
That's right. And here you see the 13th of November. It's a Friday. Oh, we're doing the finals on a Friday. Okay. At the same place as last time, Jangchung Gymnasium.
You guys got to come.
Yeah, that's Dongguk University on the Orange Line if you live in Seoul.
University.
And, yeah, it's going to be at 6 p.m. KST, so an hour earlier than this is right now. And that's going to be on the 13th of Friday. Friday the 13th.
Oh, I don't know. Should be pretty scary.
Yeah, Boxer might be wearing his Freddy mask. And
That's right. All right, so let's go ahead and get ready to take a look at the players here momentarily. But first, also the registration dates.
Oh, yes. Registration is going on for Season 3 qualifiers. If you're going to be in Korea, go ahead and sign up.
It's free.
It's going to be the, I want to say 15th and 16th. Oh, wait, no, never mind. It is on Saturday. Never mind. I see. They changed it now. Yeah, I thought so.
Okay, all right, yeah, we were informed.
So it's not Friday the 13th.
Not
Nothing
Saturday.
evil should happen.
All right.
No black cats or broken mirrors or anything like that.
No walking under ladders.
No poltergeists.
Right. So it's going to be on Saturday. Sorry, mistake on the screen there. Let's take a look at the players now.
All right, here he is. It's Boxer, a.k.a. Boxer. Already gotten his code S, of course. Took out Baby Wera, Fruit Dealer in the round of 32. That was so impressive. Songho in the round of 16, and then Kirix in probably the best of 5 we have ever seen in StarCraft 2. You gotta watch that round if you haven't already.
Oh, that was so awesome. One of the best TDCs I've ever seen. And I gotta emphasize, this was probably one of the hardest brackets to get through.
Yeah,
this
was
player list is quite deadly.
Killer bracket. And both he and Kirix being in the round of 8, I think were big surprises for everyone trying to predict the season. But, you know, here he is. He has powered through. Really impressive play to get this far.
So, you know, he's been a dark horse player in this tournament. And I'm not sure if he could take out HopeTorture because HopeTorture, as we've said before, is just so solid, well-rounded, and experienced. But you never know. Here's HopeTorture. He was formerly known as Into the Rainbow, known as one of the best harass-based Protoss players in StarCraft 1, and that has continued onward in StarCraft 2 with his usage of the medevac.
Absolutely. He switches races to the race that can harass the best in Terran. You know, they got those Banshees, they've got the Vikings, they've got the medevacs, all really good harassment units, as well as Hellions, so it really suits him a lot better than Protoss does in this game.
Certainly.
Whereas Protoss is more kind of a brute force in StarCraft 2.
Yeah, it seems to be more of the muscle race, kind of like Terran was in StarCraft 1.
Yeah, and HopeTorture, this guy actually shows so much real emotion when he wins these matches that are late. He really wants to do well. He wants to win. He's got the most accumulated points, I think, of anyone in the GSL right now.
Well, he should. I mean, he got second place last time.
And now a top 4.
Fruit Dealer's out of this time. So.
He's actually so impressive to be right here, right now, in the top 4 again. When Fruit Dealer went out in the round of 32, you know, Kisu went out before the tournament even started. There's a dynamic player list in this event.
Well, it's interesting to see how things are fluctuating in such a different way. And it shows you new players are rising up and taking the throne of some of these older players. But at the same time, HopeTorture, he doesn't waver. He's sticking with it.
No, he is solid as can be. Can he take out Foxer, though, to get a top 2 again?
We're going to find out.
I don't know. This Foxer kid, man. The round of 64, that was a fluke because this kid is legit. He is so good.
He is solid. You know, anybody who beats the Fruit Dealer and beats Songho, known as Baby Bye Bye.
I know.
And then beats Kirix in what was a very epic comeback in game number 5.
Yeah.
Definitely check that out if you haven't already.
Absolutely. Well, the players, looks like they are just about ready.
Yep, we have confirmation that the players are ready. So when the Korean commentators are ready, we're going to get this started. We haven't gone over the map yet, though, so we might have to do that, too.
Well, players, you're going to have to wait a little while.
Players want to start, but we're not going to start yet.
No, we start when we're good and ready.
That's right.
Forget the players, man.
Actually, we start when the Korean commentators are good and ready.
Yeah, that's so true.
We don't actually wear the daddy pants around here when it comes to when the show starts. But I would like to point out that when you have a best of 7 like this, you're going to go through basically every map. So you have to have very solid play on every single map. You can't be the guy that's like, I'm good on Lost Temple, I'm good on Delta Quadrant. and I'm not going to practice on steps of war. I'll just eliminate that. Not really an option here.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they may have both eliminated a map because there are 9 maps in the pool total, so that's definitely a possibility, and that would just be like, all right, I get to choose one map. I don't get to play. I have to play basically everything else. It's a hard decision to make, but it is a mirror matchup, so it's going to be a little bit easier because of that.
That's true.
If this was actually, a TVZ, a TVP, it'd be a little bit more important, the decision, but of course, they're both Terran. So, Lost Temple, that has cliffs on both sides, Yeah,
we're going to see different play style on each map, but unless somebody gets a little bit of an odd position, it should be pretty even.
Yeah.
Delta Quadrant's a map where you can get a bad position.
Oh, absolutely.
Let's say one guy's at the top right, the other guy's at the top left. Then you can get in a situation where it's hard to take your natural or your natural inside your base.
Yeah, it's more tankable and things like that.
Right, but otherwise, it's pretty.
Yeah, like a 2-player map. Normally, we won't have any big differences in.
That's true.
It's more often a dynamic 4-player map.
So let's take a look at the maps now. On our first set, we're gonna have Metalopolis. The second set, Lost Temple. The third set, Xel'Naga Caverns, and the fourth set, Steps of War. After that,
set 5, Blistering Sands, and then set 6 and 7 have the 2 new maps, Jungle Basin and Chikuris Plateau. I'd love to see a Terran vs. Terran on Jungle Basin. I think that would be really interesting. I have not seen a TVT there yet, as far as I can recall. So that's what I'm looking forward to, Tasteless.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to that as well. And look, I cannot wait to see these games commence. The players are again asking if we could start now. We're ready. They need to chill.
I know. Almost, guys. Almost.
We're almost there. So, again, if you're watching this live and you have friends you think might be interested in esports, tell them to check out the premium stream.
Yeah.
Or the premium services where you can get the VODs, you can watch all this stuff.
Yeah.
It's really worth it. And we realize not everybody can wake up at 4 in the morning. And I don't believe we're going to have a commercial break until after the third game.
Yeah.
Unless game 1 and 2 are grossly long. So get your coffee ready.
I know. You don't have much time.
Wherever you are.
We're going to rocket through 3 games.
That's right.
And just see where we are. And
we're going to test the limits of our bladders here. We're extreme casters.
We are extreme.
That's right.
Wow.
So we're basically done with the intro. And when we want to get this going, we're going to get this going. TVT. The winner goes to the finals, which means no matter what, you get about $30,000.
Yeah, it's
a lot of money.
Pretty sick. And, both these guys are so solid. It's impossible to guess who's going to go through. From both sides of the bracket, as far as I'm concerned, it could be either player.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the final will bring us, but there will be at least one Terran there because one of these guys has to win here today.
That's true. That is very true indeed. So, again, guys, thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to be down here casting these games. I think the GSL has been getting better with each show.
Yeah.
I think every time you start out a new show, it's always a little bit bumpy at the start.
Oh, of course.
And as things get kind of, smoothed out, it's getting better and better. Expect it to be even more awesome for Season 3.
Oh, yeah. Season 3 is actually going to be the best season yet. There's no doubt in my mind.
For sure.
I mean, this is the important season. Codes, that type of thing. All right, hold on.
It's time to get this going. The countdown has begun. HopeTorture against Boxer. Who will win? Let's find out on the map. Delta Quadrant. Let's get this going. In the red, at the top left side of the map, he named himself after Slayer's Boxer, and he may very well be the next Slayer's Boxer with the way he's playing. They call him
Lee Jung-hoon, Boxer.
Many Boxer fans in the audience today. But enough of that. In the blue, at the top right side of the map, he was a Protoss player in Starcraft 1, formerly known as Into the Rainbow. He is
ST HopeTorture.
Now, right off the bat, we need to acknowledge the positions here because, just as we said before, there's a possibility that you could be in a bad position on this map. And in this case, Boxer is. That's going to be his burden this game. This expansion over here with the destructible debris, or debris, is going to be very easy for HopeTorture to land medevacs and tanks up here to take that out. So he's probably going to have to expand here and continue to expand southward over here and so on down to here and here and here. So that is one thing to keep in mind that our blue Terran HopeTorture can take advantage of.
And I got to point out that that is his style. He loves drops. He loves harassment.
Yeah.
And so this is actually going to play into exactly where he wanted Fake Boxer to actually be. So that's pretty interesting. And I want to talk a little bit about Foxer's style because I've been thinking about it a lot. It's really cool. And, you know, you said Neo Boxer or a new Boxer. And, yeah, it's true to some extent, but I think this guy really, as I said before, follows more of an Iris style.
Uh-oh.
What is this? A Macarax. All right. Macarax time.
Macarax time. Not a bad decision since his opponent is over here. I don't believe Boxer, in this case, wants to deal with this situation. It's pretty tough.
Yeah, I think he's definitely going to go, well, he doesn't even know that yet. His SCV is actually scouting down at the bottom. But,
oh, that's true. He actually doesn't have vision of him just yet.
Of course, for those of you who haven't heard it before, the Macarax, something Maca does all the time, is you build your second barracks outside your main in your natural where it can be scouted quite easily as opposed to up the ramp or something like that.
Artosis and myself don't exactly agree with the strategy, but then again, I guess you can lift it and bring it into the main, but this is not at least the style that we're used to playing as Westerners.
But it's pretty funny because whoever does a Macarax, for the most part, ends up losing. But Fake Boxer has 100% wins with Macarax so far. So making it work. And it looks like he is going. This might be just in time because the bunker isn't up yet on the top of the ramp. And if he can get up there and kill that SCV off, that's going to be huge. And more SCVs coming down to do battle. And look at that, trying to surround. But really good micro here by Foxer. Look at this, taking out more SCVs, and Foxer looks like he's going to take an early lead in this game, even if that bunker gets up, but it looks like it won't. Oh, this is looking very bad for HopeTorture. Very nice play by Foxer. He loves to put on pressure with the Macarax. Foxer does it best, though, I gotta say.
Hellion on the way here. Marine spawning in a bad location. Boxer continuing to micro.
Oh, man, I think this might even be a quick GG. He's killing just so many here. Unless that Hellion can get a lot of kills, HopeTorture is in deep, deep trouble.
I think that's going to be it. I think that is the killing blow here. Unless he can micro this Hellion perfectly.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. It's 19 SCVs against 5. Just does not look like this is going to work out for HopeTorture. Trying to repair that Hellion a little bit and takes it out. GG! Foxer with a very quick win.
He's a foxy player. Foxy style there.
I know, man. That's the main reason I really like the ID Foxer. It makes me think he's like a fox who's like stealing the hen's eggs and stuff like that. He's just like the hen's eggs, of course, being games.
There you go.
You know, that HopeTorture, to make a little metaphor, you know, he laid the egg of the idea of what to do in that game, and Foxer just stole it from him, said, you know what, it doesn't matter what you want to do this game, because I'm going to kill you with the Macarax.
He got Macaraxed. All right, we're going to get into Game 2, I believe, pretty quickly.
Yeah.
It's on Lost Temple. Lost Temple, of course, a classic map in StarCraft 1, Warcraft 3. And now here in StarCraft 2, this is a very clippable map. You can put siege tanks on the high ground of the expansion. So you got to be careful if you do a fast expansion build that you have Vikings or your own medevacs to spot those locations.
You know what's quite interesting is...
what, Artosis?
We saw when he played Sangho, he
Yeah.
used Marines and Marauders and killed them both games very quickly with those. And then versus Zerg, he only makes Marines, as I'm sure everyone is aware of.
Yeah.
And now he's using Marines against Terran and winning. So, yeah, that's
I don't know if he's ever seen a siege tank before. Maybe we'll see one in one of these other games.
Yeah.
Really nice game back there. Unfortunately, HopeTorture didn't get the bunker up in time, and that was that. Yeah, I mean, I think he should have just tried to cancel and go back and maybe try to micro with the Hellions. But, you know, Foxer, he made a good decision back there.
Oh, definitely.
And it saved him being in a long and arduous game where his opponent had a slight positional advantage, so props to him.
No, I know, and that is his second win with the Macarax. He's now 2-0 with the Macarax. Maca himself creator of the Macrox, as far as I'm concerned, is like 1-4 with it. So,
all right, the countdown has begun. Game number 2. Let's see what happens. Will it be a rush or will it be a long standard Terran versus Terran? We're going to find out in a second here on the map Lost Temple. Boxer against HopeTorture.